Hey there, this is Alexa from Type A for Alexa, and this video is going to be another spread in my junk drawer planner. If you haven't caught any of the previous videos on this planner, again, I keep calling it a planner and it's a notebook. It's a notebook, junk drawer notebook. I am using this A5 5mm dot grid notebook from Oops-A-Daisy in the color Cherry Blossom. And so far, we have done a little bit of decorating on the inside cover. Still haven't figured out what I want to go here. We did a pocket for that first awkward page that doesn't lay correctly, and I just have a stencil and some sticky notes in there. I did a window cutout on this page, which will overlook my tracking section cover page when I decide what I want to do with that. But since that's not something that needs to be up and ready to go by January 1st, like the trackers, we'll visit that another day. I've done my future log with this Dutch door situation in the center. I did quite a few year in pixels trackers with Dutch door and divider tabs down the side. I've done an anxiety tracker, which is like an openable burn book. And then in my other section, I did a bills tracker just to give me a monthly snapshot of what my bills are, and it's supposed to look like an old-timey like diner guest check. So in this video, we are going to be doing my period or cycle tracker. To be 100% honest, I'm not very excited about this spread. I'm not putting a ton of creativity into it because technically, as of right now, I truly don't need it. If you are uncomfortable about cycle talk, I would either turn down the volume now or just skip out of this video, because obviously since I'm making a cycle tracker, there will be some talk of that. So I'm on birth control right now, so I'm not even getting my period. I'm skipping it. But in case I happen to go off of it, or something happens in between and I need to just keep note of some things going on down there, I figured a simple cycle tracker will suffice. So we're going with a bit of a Shark Week theme on this, just with a simple decoration stickers. And the way I'm laying this out, you can see I drew it in pencil already, is it's going to be kind of like line graph style, with the days 1 through 31 across the bottom and the months down the side here. And the days will line up with the dots. So any dot that nothing is going on will just get an empty little black circle around the dot. And obviously if something's going on with my cycle on a certain day, it will just get a red filled in dot, or we can do just a red outline to differentiate between things. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. So that's just, it's very simple. Since I technically shouldn't need this spread much in my current situation, it really doesn't need to be anything spectacular or interactive. This is basically just record keeping. And this is the first like horizontal spread that I'm doing. Look at that, the graph is done. So that's a little different. They like turn the book to use it. Just making everything in this notebook as fun as possible, because it will be tracking quite a bit of my life in it. So I want to make it fun to use and fun to open, and something I look forward to doing every day. Not something that I get bored with or it like becomes a hassle. And so far I feel like I've achieved that. I'm so excited to actually like start using it. But I'm also a little nervous because there's only 2 weeks left in the year. Although, like I said, the tracking spreads, yes, those need to be done by January 1st, but the other spreads that I have that are just like informational list type things, those aren't a necessity for January 1st, but I want them to be done just because. So I'm going to erase This I had written the month headers in there just for spacing purposes to make sure I had enough space. But I ended up just printing and cutting myself some simple stickers just to make this spread look a little like I put a little effort into it, you know? Because all the other spreads in this notebook are really nice. So I have 2 different sizes of clear stickers. I wasn't 100% sure which would fit better, so let me see. That's the, oh, we're definitely going with the smaller one because I think this one's too big. And I did them in red. Yeah, I think if we use the big ones, it'll look a little crowded. So we are going to use the small ones, but I'm going to start with December so that I make sure it's spaced correctly. So let me get all these stickers off the sheet. Well, some of them for now. Because I want the month to line up with the dots so that like if I circle that dot, I can see that it lines up with December, if that makes sense. Yeah, this size ended up good. Fits right between there. And I feel like it's so cliche to theme a cycle tracker as like Shark Week, but I mean, what other theme could you possibly do? You gotta make an awful time fun somehow. So I did print and cut some little shark stickers to throw around once the base of this is down. Perfect. So that's how the graph turns out. And like I said, this is all going to be empty until I start circling all those little dots. And since this is a horizontal spread, my header has to go up here, and you can see I don't have tons of room. So I did, just in this same font, print out a very long, thin sticker. See how simple that is? So this spread's basically done, besides decoration. And I printed little shark heads coming out of the water and little shark fins. So they're just so silly. Maybe a shark head on this side. Why not? Should we do them down here? And I think we just need one more, and this spread is done. We'll trim off that little bit. Like I said, this is not one of the more interesting spreads in this notebook. This is basically purely functional. Yeah, that's about it. We have a little bit of Shark Week stickers going on. This will just have dots all over it come the end of the year, and that is how we will be tracking the cycle in this junk drawer planner. So I know that one was definitely not as interesting as some of the other ones I've done, but it's purely there for function, and not all of this can be super pretty. Some of it has to be just super functional. So that is it for this junk drawer spread. I'm not going to say I hope you liked it, because I mean, really, what is there to like? But maybe this is a way that you'll track something, even if it's not your cycle. Just a super simple way. You have all the days of the month up to 31. Obviously not every month is going to use that, and your months down here if you just need one little bullet dot per day. This is just super easy to set up, super functional, and we're done. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.